What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're gonna be reacting to some more content from Clown World this week. We're gonna take a break from Lizard TikTok. They really didn't put nothing up, but Clown World hasn't stopped doing any of that. So let's jump in and see what they got going on. All right, so here's the first one to start the video out. It says NYC teacher tells kids that Nintendo characters have sexual gender identities. Peach is a massive lesbian. Yo, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey kids, did you know Peach is a lesbian? What? Where did she get that from? If anything, the whole thing has been like she been with Mario. Or what was the other fan theory? What was it? It was her and Luigi actually got together to make that one character. I don't Rosalina or something. I don't know the character names all like that, but I remember it was a theory at the time of one of them games that came out, because it wasn't on the Switch. It was like the game was on the Wii U. See, this teacher don't even know what they're talking about. They don't even know what they're talking about. Oh no! Look at what is. Wow, this is a lot. This is a lot. I'll say it is. At least it looked like it's only adults there. Imagine somebody had their kid front row. This would be crazy for a kid to witness. But at least it's only adults, I guess. That's what it's looking like. It's only looking like adults. We don't have to look at all this. Yeah, it's only adults. Okay. I may not agree with it, but it wasn't no children there. I'll take the win. Also, speaking of like drag shows and stuff, do you guys know Tennessee? They're the first state to ban drag in the state. Yo, hold on. Give it up. Where's the crowd clap? Give it up for Tennessee. Give it up for Tennessee. Now, I don't know if that's like period for everybody or if it's just for kids, but hey, they're in the right step and they're in the right direction. Okay, here's another clip from the Whatever podcast. I just spoke about this in Let's Address the Comments for the one video clip I used of them this week. Let's see what this one is about.
Would you describe yourself as a feminist?
Yes.
Do you believe in gender equality?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so how do you reconcile believing in gender equality but also holding men to their traditional gender roles of paying for the first date?
Well, I'm just saying that's my personal view. A woman being a feminist is just doing whatever you want to do and not being bashed by society for that. And obviously standing up for like women's like rights and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just feel like this question's really dense.
My question is, if you believe in gender equality, don't you think you ought to split the bill on the first date?
No, because my main concern with gender equality is through, like, yes, in society, like, fixing that and through, like, the system. But, yeah, I don't, oh, my God.
Woo! Woo, she was dying. She was... It's a fair question, and she could not answer that to save her life. I always thought that as well. A lot of women always be like, we want equality, we want this or that. And then you give it to them in the dating world, right? And then it's just like, men don't act like men, and they don't do X, Y, and Z. It's like, but you wanted equality. You wanted that. So, wait a minute. So you want equality on all fronts, but that front? Make up your mind, ladies. Make up your mind. I don't want none of that crap. I love the situation I'm in right now. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Me playing the traditional role, taking care of the house, while my man plays the traditional role and he goes out and works to provide for the family? Why would I want to do that? That sounds stupid. A lot of y'all fighting for things and you don't even understand what you're fighting for, and then in reality, you fighting for it, and then you look at a man and be like, I want you to do all these things, though. And he can looking at you kind of like, what? But then when he wants you to play them traditional roles, you get a whole attitude. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Man, this clown. Zelensky asked the House GOP for more Ukraine aid as reluctance grows. We are so over this, man. Do you know he was in a video and he had the audacity when they asked him about, they were like, what about the Americans that's just tired of giving you money? And he was like, he threatened us, essentially. He was just like, y'all need to understand, y'all don't keep giving us money, then you won't have the protection of NATO anymore, blah, blah, blah. And you need to keep giving us some money. And it's like, no, sir. We didn't want to give you money to begin with. Whatever Biden's doing, whatever dirt you got on him, run him through the mud. Take his money. And then Biden had the nerve to tweet out something talking about, it's beautiful driving through the neighborhoods and seeing Ukraine flags flying in front of everybody's houses. It's like, sir, what are you talking about? Because you ain't talking about America. I've never seen a Ukraine flag flying in front of somebody's house. I've seen the American flag. I've even seen the alphabet community flag. I've never seen the Ukraine one. Goofy? We got the goofiest president. Whatever dirt you got on him, suck him dry, sir. Or let him keep sucking you, whatever y'all relationship is. Leave us out of it. Hey, yo, what is this? What is this?
What does non-binary mean? Non-binary is an umbrella term for gender identities that are outside of the strictly male or female binaries. For example, I'm gender fluid, and I personally identify with both the male and female gender, which
it's crazy. Back in the day, this used to just be called androgynous. That's all this used to be called. I don't know where gender fluid and non-binary and stuff came from. It used to be called androgynous.
makes me non-binary. Other examples include bigender and trigender people, who identify as having 2 or more genders. Agender and non-gender people identify as having no gender.
What? Hold on. Bigender and trigender, you have multiple genders. Shut up. Shut up. What are you talking
And
about?
third gender or other gender people do not place a name on their gender. These are just a few examples of ways somebody can be non-binary. But it's important to remember that not every non-binary person experiences gender the same way. Share this post to spread knowledge.
You all just sound crazy, sir. You all just sound crazy. We all don't experience the same way. Look, you want to make the argument for like, what is it? There's guys that don't like, what is the traditional manly things? Me and my brother had a conversation about this because one of his friends was like, I want to go by they and them because I don't do the traditional manly stuff. It's like, sir, you're still a man, okay? Like, just because you don't like chopping wood and drinking whiskey and throwing axes and whatever you determine, because that's the examples they was using. Whatever you determine to be a man, you're still a man at the end of the day. Just like when I grew up, I was a tomboy. That didn't negate the fact that I was a girl. I was still a girl. Like, all of this is just so goofy. It's just so goofy. Oh, Bryan Cranston, not you, my guy. I like you. You one of my faves. Malcolm in the Middle, Breaking Bad. He says, Bryan Cranston educates Chris Wallace on why Make America Great Again can be construed as a racist remark. Ugh. We were just talking about this over the weekend. I think my friend painted it the best way. He said, just because there are some racist people, right? Because not everybody's racist. But just because there's a small amount of people that are racist that be like, yeah, make America great again, woo! And they do racist things. They try to paint the whole movement as racist when the majority of us are not racist. In the slightest, at all. But, like, can't you say that for anything, though? Like, when people try to paint the Catholic Church, they be like, the whole Catholic Church is evil because these priests were touching little boys. It's like, no, wait a minute now. Just because this small subsection did it doesn't make all of it evil. Like, it's the same thing. I think I've used that example before for something else. But it's the same thing. Oh, Bryan, come on, bro. You should know better. Dang. You was one of my faves, bro. You was one of my faves. And yo, all this said was that this was in Sydney, Australia. I actually saw a video last night where these little rainbow steps, a bunch of people went there and they painted the steps gray. They was like, nah, you tripping. But all of this is wrong. If you ever go to a church, if you're religious, and whatever church you going to starts doing stuff like this, go find a new church. Don't even waste your time here anymore. This is not a real church. Satan is playing in your face. This isn't real, right? Don't believe none of this. Don't believe none of this. Because, like, this, whatever this is, I can't even call this a priest. If they actually read their Bible, they would know all this is messed up. They would know all this is messed up. Here we go. It says, Woody Harrelson slammed for stupidity after backing COVID-19 conspiracy on SNL. Now, in the clip, he was talking about a movie script and, like, the plot to the movie and why he turned it down, because he was like, it sounds stupid at the time, but then it's basically what's happening now. And every media outlet proved his point, because all the mainstream ones immediately, their headlines were like this. And it's crazy that they're still calling it a conspiracy when it came out and been proven that it's not a conspiracy. But we know where they get their dollars from. So am I shocked that they wrote this? No, not really. Not really. It's everybody's favorite Ukrainian president that just keeps taking our money. There's like so many clips of him doing dumb stuff like this. The video where he was dressed in like drag or something, or like Beyonce, like the single ladies video. It's just crazy. This is the guy. This is the guy that's like, give me all your money. And Biden's like, okay. I know he got some dirt on Biden, man. He has to. Biden is just, he the worst. I saw on everything. Whoever voted for him, y'all better not ever vote for this guy ever again. Don't let him back in for another time. Don't let him back in for another one. Y'all, look how goofy this sounds. Look how goofy this sounds. It says, little does Chick-fil-A know, they just accepted gay money. Joke's on them. Yeah, they also employ gay people. They don't care. It's a business at the end of the day. The only color they see with the business is green. Their personal views, however, what they decide to do personally with their profit, completely different subject. The fact that you thought you was doing something, I gave them my money. Congratulations, goofy. Like, they don't care about none of that. They employ gay people. You think that bothers them? It's like, oh no, you showed us by giving us your hard-earned money. What will we ever do? You giving them the money keeps them in business. She didn't use her brain at all. Just say you wanted a good chicken sandwich, okay? Because the food is good. They're one of the very few fast food places where not only is the food consistently good, customer service is consistently good. Y'all know, out of all the years I've been going to Chick-fil-A, I've only had 2 bad experiences. And I can't even really say they was bad. They was just lukewarm experiences. One time, years ago, that's why I said it's lukewarm, because it don't bother me that much. I asked for sauce, and they forgot to put the sauce in the bag. Not a big deal compared to, like, if you go to McDonald's. Oh, boy, you get a different experience every time, even if you go to the same location. Good luck, right? Then I went another time. I ordered like a frozen coffee, because I had points still in my system. So I was like, I'm going to use some free points to get this. They weren't busy at all. Whoever rushed and made mine, it wasn't even frozen. It was watered down coffee. And I was like, wow, I ain't never got this type of service from y'all before. Is it because it was free? Like, ain't nobody in here. Is the machine broke? Be real with me. You know what I'm saying? Them the only 2 times. And it took years. And they were years apart from each other. And this was years ago. I can't say that about any other fast food spot. I don't care what you say. My only gripe, they off on Sundays. And I know why they off on Sundays. You know, they Christians. But still, it's crazy too. Them be the days where I randomly just be like, man, I really want some nuggets from Chick-fil-A. And there's been times where I've actually drove out to Chick-fil-A, get there and be like, what, they closed? And then it hits me. It's like, oh yeah, it's Sundays. It's like, dang, I really want some. All right, let's see what this video has to say. And we're going to go ahead and just make this the last one due to timing.
I woke up this morning at 3 a.m.
Okay.
in an absolute panic attack because of a job where I'm misgendered daily.
Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it right now. Stop. I know you did not say you wake up in panic attacks because you get misgendered daily. Stop it. Now that you don't have any real issues going on in your life. And you know what's crazy? I never experienced like anxiety and panic attacks until like real early last year, because I was going through a lot, and that was my first time really, like, I've always had depression, but it was like top floor level for me at that point in life. And then I started like randomly getting those. I couldn't breathe. Dog, I've never experienced that before. And you're telling me you went through it because you got misgendered at work? You're a girl, right?
I feel undertrained. And,
Okay, undertrained. Ask for more training, or just start looking for another job, and then once you secure the other job, just bounce. It's not that deep.
where people see chest meat as my gender. Every day. Even though I literally have a mask that says my pronouns, he, him.
Ain't nobody gonna pay attention to that. They just think you got a mask on. It don't matter what it says, what design you got on it. Ain't nobody reading that. I promise you. And I'm not just saying that to be mean or anything. Most people just gonna think you just threw a mask on because you had to wear a mask for work. They're not gonna be like, oh, that must be their pronoun. They're not doing all that. If you look like a girl, they just gonna think you're a girl. The only person you should want to care about your pronouns is your family members. The close loved ones in your life. They could play that game with you all they want to. Regular strangers that just go to your job and be like, excuse me, miss, what aisle is the laundry detergent in? Oh, excuse me, miss, do you guys have batteries? Shut up. That's not an attack on you to where you having panic attacks.
I have 2 masks that I wear that say that, and a t-shirt that I wear at my work.
It's not that deep. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's not that deep.
So yeah. I usually try and be all uppy and just really fucking hard when you thought you found a company that valued its employees and understood.
You have no real
Was
problems
different.
going on in
I'm
life.
trying to do things different.
You have no real problems going on in life. Like, at all. At all. That's what's bothering you? I got misgendered at work. Oh. Like I said, I'm be real with y'all. If your friends and family don't care and you want them to care, that's one thing, right? Now, me personally, I'm not gonna play into your delusions or whatever, and that's a whole other story. But if you want them to care, whatever. Like I said, regular strangers that you talk to for maybe 1 second, because they asking if you got something or you ringing them out, and they be like, oh, nice weather. They just trying to have crap small talk. Who cares? Who cares? When I was in my tomboy phase as a kid, I got misgendered a couple times. Did not bother me in the slightest. Because I knew why. I was dressing like a dude. That's why. Come on. Come on. There's no way you having panic attacks and can't think. Like, now the whole undertrained thing, if you really feel like you are undertrained, like I said, talk to your boss about that. But if it's still consistently a problem, look for another job while holding this one down. Because you don't ever want to just up and quit. That's a whole other thing. Look for another job. You find another job. Once you have that secured, and they be like, yep, this is your first day. Come on through for training, and we can get you set up, paperwork, and blah, blah, blah. Bounce and go there. All right. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this week's episode. Hopefully next week we can get a little to TikTok, since I kind of had to skip. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Crazy. Clown world indeed. When they say it's a clown world, yes it is. Yes it is. Because a lot of this stuff is just like what the F. Just go what the F. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop a video. Tonight I'm going live like I always do on Mondays and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST. I got some great, wonderful news to share with y'all. I can't wait. So come through to find out what I got to talk about. And until then, you Already know who it is. It's Sam.